In 1979, a family escaped Vietnam on a tiny boat. 40 years later, they built a PHO empire with 70 locations worldwide. I'm driving through the vibrant streets of Vietnam to share the Bui family's incredible American dream. Buckle up. This true story will inspire you. It's a bright morning here in Vietnam, with the streets alive with energy, vendors calling out, motorbikes zipping by, and the air filled with the aroma of fresh herbs and spices. I'm behind the wheel, taking in the bustling atmosphere, but my mind is on a story that began decades ago, on the other side of the world. This isn't a tale of fiction, but a real-life saga of survival, hard work, and triumph. It's the story of the Bui family, who fled Vietnam as refugees in the 1970s and built Pho Hoa, one of America's most beloved Vietnamese restaurant chains, proving that the American dream can rise from the ashes of hardship. In 1975, as the Vietnam War came to a devastating end, Bui Tuong Hoan and his family faced an unimaginable choice: stay in their homeland amidst chaos or risk everything to escape. Hoan, then a young father in his 30s, had watched his country crumble under conflict. With his wife, Nguyen Thin Ngoc, and their young children, he made the heart-wrenching decision to flee. In 1979, after years of hiding and uncertainty, they boarded a small boat with dozens of other refugees, braving treacherous seas to seek freedom. They spent days adrift, battling hunger and storms, before being rescued and sent to a refugee camp in Thailand. Finally, in 1980, the family was granted asylum in the United States, arriving in San Jose, California, with nothing but the clothes on their backs and a flicker of hope. Life in America was a struggle for the Bui family. They spoke little English and had no money, relying on government assistance to survive. Hoan worked odd jobs, washing dishes, cleaning offices, while Ngoc took care of their children and sewed clothes to earn extra income. But the couple held on to a dream. They wanted to share the flavors of Vietnam with their new home. Back in Saigon, Hoan's mother had run a small po stall, and her recipe, a fragrant beef noodle soup simmered with star anise, cinnamon, and ginger, had been a family treasure. In 1983, after saving every penny they could, Hoan and Ngoc opened their first restaurant, Pho Hoa, in a small storefront in San Jose. It was a modest space, with just a few tables, but the aroma of their pho drew crowds. Vietnamese immigrants in the area flocked to the restaurant, craving a taste of home, and soon curious locals joined in, eager to try this unfamiliar dish. As I drive past a busy street market in Vietnam, the sight of fresh herbs reminding me of the Bui family's journey, I think about how their small restaurant became a cornerstone of the community. By the late 1980s, Pho Hoa had gained a loyal following, with lines out the door on weekends. Hoan and Ngoc worked tirelessly, often 16-hour days, to keep up with demand. Their children, now teenagers, helped out after school, serving tables, chopping vegetables, and learning the family recipe. The restaurant's success allowed the family to open a second location in Orange County in 1992, catering to the growing Vietnamese population in Southern California. Word of Pho Hoa's authentic flavors spread, and by the early 2000s, the chain had expanded to dozens of locations across the U.S., from California to Texas to New York. What made Pho Hoa special wasn't just the food, it was the story behind it. Hoan and Ngoc never forgot their roots, and they made sure their restaurants reflected Vietnamese culture. Each location featured photos of Saigon in the 1960s, and the menu included a brief history of their journey as refugees. Customers weren't just eating pho, they were experiencing a piece of Vietnam's resilience. In 2015, Pho Hoa celebrated its 32nd anniversary, with over 70 locations worldwide, including in Canada, South Korea, and Indonesia. The family's success caught the attention of media outlets like the Los Angeles Times, which praised Pho Hoa as a testament to the immigrant spirit. Even in 2025, as I share this story, Pho Hoa remains a beloved name, with its original San Jose location still standing as a symbol of the Bui family's American dream. As I pass a row of colorful shops in Vietnam, the sunlight casting a warm glow on the streets, I reflect on the legacy of the Bui family. Huan and Ngoc, now in their 70s, have passed the business to their children, who continue to honor their parents' vision. In a 2023 interview with SBS Australia, their eldest son, Bui Van Nam, shared, "My parents taught us that food is more than just a meal, it's a way to connect people. We're proud to share our culture with the world." Pho Hoa has not only brought Vietnamese cuisine to global tables, but also inspired countless other immigrants to pursue their dreams. For many Vietnamese Americans, a bowl of Pho Hoa's soup isn't just comfort food. It's a reminder of what's possible when you hold on to hope. This true story of the Bui family and Pho Hoa is a shining example of the American dream. A journey from the darkest days of war to the warmth of a shared meal, told from the lively streets of Vietnam. I hope this story inspired you as much as it inspired me. Have you ever tried pho, or do you have your own family story of resilience? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more stories like this every day. See you in the next drive.